Okay, let's find a van. So just wait here. The taxi, this is the fucking taxi.
Chris Kelly et sa fille Teresa viennent tout juste d'atterrir à Barcelone, depuis la Californie.
7 bags, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, my whole life.
I'm nervous about school and I'm nervous about coming here to Spain and not knowing a bunch of Spanish.
Go ahead.
Cuidado con la cabeza.
Gracias.
Cuidado con la cabeza. Where you come from?
San Diego.
San Diego.
You either say that you're from Canada because of the current political situation, because everyone's worried about Europeans judging what's going on in America right now.
Digo una cosa, que la comida española es mucho mejor.
Eating what?
He said the Spanish food is a lot better.
Oh.
So good.
Chris, 62 ans, et sa fille de 17 ans ont tout quitté pour démarrer une nouvelle vie à Barcelone.
Everything fit in 7 bags.
Home sweet home. I love it. Oh my gosh. In 2016, when he won, I said, I want to leave. I was not in a financial position to be able to do that. As a single mom, the biggest concern that I have is a good education and safety for my daughter. As the election neared, my daughter and I had conversations about what are we going to do if he wins.
Ne se sentant plus en phase avec cette nouvelle Amérique, Chris et Teresa font donc le choix de partir très loin de la Californie. Elles ont fait appel à Barbara, une Française spécialiste de l'expatriation à Barcelone. C'est elle qui a trouvé ce 3 pièces en centre-ville.
I hit the jackpot with Barbara because I could have never done this by myself.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the lights? Okay, wait. It's so cute. Oh my God.
She wanted her own room for the first time.
This is my bathroom.
This has a shower. Where is mine?
Over there.
À San Diego, Chris était propriétaire d'un salon de beauté. Une mère célibataire de la classe moyenne, confrontée à l'inflation et à la crise du logement. Il lui était impossible d'offrir sa propre chambre à sa fille.
With a Murphy bed that comes out of the wall in the living room, in order to rent a 2-bedroom, something like this in the United States in San Diego would be at least $3,500, maybe $4,000 a month.
À Barcelone, son loyer est de 2 000 € par mois. Grâce à ses économies et sa pension de retraite, Chris espère améliorer son pouvoir d'achat comparé aux États-Unis.
A loaf of bread is $6. You know, I'm not talking about meat and other more expensive items. It's a loaf of bread. The cost of housing. You know, and the thing is that he promised all of this was going to be, he was going to take care of it and it was going to come down. Now he says he doesn't care. It's a good idea for him to keep America stupid, because stupid people are what put him in there in the first place.
So now, before the sun is completely gone, the terrace and the Sagrada Familia.
Oh my God.
And then once again.
Okay, wait.
Concrètement, je dirais que j'ai quand même 2 ou 3 fois plus d'Américains qui me sollicitent aujourd'hui qu'auparavant. Depuis l'élection de Donald Trump, surtout par rapport à comment il conçoit les droits de l'homme et voilà, la manière dans laquelle il souhaite vivre. Et aujourd'hui, les États-Unis, c'est pas pour eux.
Depuis le 5 novembre 2024, jour de la réélection de Donald Trump, la société américaine n'a jamais semblé autant fracturée. Conséquence directe, les questions liées à l'expatriation bondissent de 1500% sur les moteurs de recherche. Donald Trump serait le déclencheur d'une vague de départ commencée lors de son premier mandat en 2016. Les ressortissants installés aux Pays-Bas sont passés de 15 000 à 24 000. Leur nombre a triplé au Portugal, soit 15 000 personnes à ce jour, et les demandes de visa espagnol ont augmenté de 70% en 9 ans. Avec 41 000 résidents permanents américains, l'Espagne est devenue une terre d'accueil privilégiée, pas seulement par des élites ou des étudiants. Aujourd'hui, ce sont aussi des familles de la classe moyenne, des mères célibataires et des universitaires qui s'installent dans le pays. Mais tous ces Américains sont-ils vraiment les bienvenus en Espagne? Pour le moment, ces nouveaux arrivants ne se posent pas la question.
Life here, people, they live. They prioritize their life, what they enjoy doing, their families, their friends. It's not all just about work, which I think, the U.S. has that reputation, right? That we're very much a working culture. That I could let that go.
À 45 ans, Sipi Tabibian fait partie de la diaspora américaine en Espagne. Cela fait 10 ans qu'elle vit dans ce pays, aujourd'hui à Malaga.
Vale. Gracias. Adiós. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal está tú y tu hermano? Sí, estáis contentos, ¿no? Contentos de verme. This is not what I expected when I was moving to Spain, but I just feel so lucky that, this is my view, the Mediterranean. I grew up in the suburbs, a very typical American neighborhood, and pretty isn't the word that I would associate or beautiful with, with my surroundings. So this is really far from home.
À Austin, au Texas, Sipi travaillait dans les ressources humaines. Aujourd'hui, loin de la vie de bureau, elle est devenue influenceuse et coach en expatriation.
All right, is that too much sun? Let's see. Want the latest on visas and moving abroad? Well, stick around. Follow me for more tips and tricks on how you can make your move abroad this year. I share these videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and a lot of people find me that way.
Depuis l'élection de Donald Trump, ses vidéos pour partir en Europe sont de plus en plus regardées. Sur le réseau, elle est suivie par plus de 65 000 abonnés. Parmi les 19 pays européens que conseille Sipi, l'Espagne est le pays le plus demandé.
Spain has got a slew of visas, and there's something for everyone, from Spain's digital nomad visa to their retirement visa and to their student visa. Okay, last.
Autrefois confidentiel, ces masterclass en ligne s'arrachent désormais. 100 $ pour 4 jours de coaching intensif et étudier toutes les options pour émigrer en Europe.
Generally in our master classes, we have about 90, 100 people sign up. The master class happened a week after the election results, and I was shocked. We had 664 women sign up for the master class. I mean, I wasn't naive. I thought, if Trump were to win, that it would boost some increase in interest in moving abroad, but I did not foresee it at this level.
L'idée première de Sipi était de partager sa propre expérience, celle d'une femme qui s'adresse en priorité à d'autres femmes.
When I moved to Madrid and met so many women my age and older who had done this, and I just thought, you know what? It would be so cool to connect the women who have done it can help those who want to do it, right? She Refresh did not start with any kind of political agenda, or that was not even the conversations we were having when we talked about moving abroad.
Comme chaque semaine, elle a aussi rendez-vous en ligne avec celle qui s'apprête à changer de vie.
Let me let everybody in. Hey ladies, welcome, welcome. Ooh, hey Gigi.
Hi, everybody. Good to see your faces.
First, let's do a little check-in. Does anybody want to share anything exciting that has happened recently?
I can say hi from Lisbon. I'm actually on my scouting trip right now, hoping by the end of the trip I'll have a better idea of where I want to set my sights and what visa I want to apply for. So,
If given the option between Spain or Germany, I'm a little bit more inclined to go the Spain route.
Oh, and I love that. I thought Germany was like the only one on the list, so very surprising to hear that Spain's made it on there too.
Mais les sourires de façade ne peuvent cacher une réelle détresse, celle de personnes confrontées à une Amérique qu'elles ne reconnaissent plus.
I live in Florida, which is one of the reddest states. Everything is like a rally for MAGA at this point. You can't go anywhere without running into it. It was just a lot of hate speech, a lot of anger, a lot of blaming immigration, a lot of blaming the corrupt judges. So I'm trying not to get emotional, but it's absolutely terrifying. And it's something that I think about on repeat on most days.
I don't feel peace anymore in the United States. And now I think we're getting in some territory where it's not just mental peace, but it's physical peace.
I'm an assistant dean for University of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. About a month ago, my university made the move to cancel its diversity programming, which has just been heartbreaking. I mean, to see your career's work just wiped out, and you wonder how long you can do it at the expense of your own well-being. It's just time to put myself first for a change.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, Andrea. Thank you. Really pains me to hear, what you guys are going through here, like being on the other side in Spain. Like, yes, I'm reading the news, but I'm not living, what you're living every day. And this is just like putting a spotlight on, I don't know, the fear, the discomfort, the uncertainty, all the things that I'm reading. To hear you talk about it, it just brings so much more meaning to the work that I do, right? It's not just about like, let's have wanderlust and live in another country. It really is about, okay, now we're talking about safety, security. I mean, it's definitely bittersweet. I wish the outcome of the election was different, and that would have had a different impact on my business too, right? I'm here living my best life. It's not only the people that I work with, my clients, but my family and friends are in the US and have to experience this new America. Ciao.
thank you, everyone.
Bye.
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 Comme 15 000 autres Américains, Vanessa Velasquez a choisi Madrid. Vanessa est lesbienne, elle vivait en terre républicaine au Texas. Son identité sexuelle est au cœur de sa prise de décision.
Being gay in Texas is a gamble. I do link the rise in trans violence, homosexual violence as well, to the election because a lot of people have felt emboldened, and I'm having to leave them because there's this administration that might be coming after my rights.
Après 2 mois de colocation à Madrid, elle vient seulement d'emménager dans ce 15 mètres carrés.
It is actually a studio flat, an attic. I live in the attic. This is going to be my living room area. And then I have this behemoth in front of me. I had to take everything with me, so I really just had to kind of whittle everything down. So I just took what was important to me, essentially. So I felt a lot of sadness, and it wasn't just the things, it was like more the memory and leaving this space that I have been my entire life.
Vanessa est issue d'une famille colombienne.
When I make bigger dishes like sudado de pollo and stuff, I have to play this music my previous ancestors from Colombia with me, being like, you need to put more stuff in there. It's done, it's cooked. I make a terrible dish.
Pour elle, parler espagnol a été primordial dans le choix de sa terre d'accueil.
I didn't always grow up, speaking Spanish. Once I got into college, I really made it a point to just continue studying Spanish. So this is like a standard breakfast in Colombia that almost everybody makes. They eat arepas for breakfast and arepas for dinner. I guess I probably should get a table soon.
Les parents de Vanessa sont arrivés aux États-Unis dans les années 70.
I asked my mom for this picture. This was a picture that was on her nightstand. This is my dad.
Son père, décédé aujourd'hui, avait traversé la frontière illégalement à pied, en quête du rêve américain. 50 ans plus tard, Vanessa change de continent. Le passeport américain en poche, elle a conscience de ses privilèges.
It's crazy to think about now because he didn't have a phone. He didn't have resources online, which I have used beyond and beyond. So that reminds me that no matter how hard and how difficult it is emotionally, physically, mentally to be making this move, is to continue persevering. I didn't know, I forgot that I had this. Look, I'm blonde. It's mind-blowing. But yeah, I think it's very ironic that my parents immigrated to the United States to have a better life. And then I am here doing that, immigrating to Europe to have a better life.
Dans sa famille, Vanessa est l'une des seules à avoir voté démocrate.
Hi. How are you?
Huh?
You saw my piles of stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Well,
Sa propre mère fait partie des latino-américains, soutien de Donald Trump, jusque dans ses positions anti-immigration.
we didn't get anything for free. We worked really hard to get where we are. So many people that are just coming here and trying to get everything for free. They don't want to work. And that's why a lot of people are saying, enough. It's a scary situation. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
It's kind of all going to shit. A little bit.
All right.
All right. Love you. Thanks,
I'll
Mom.
talk to you later.
I
Love
really
you.
appreciate
Bye-bye.
you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's always kind of weird. We have different views. It's always been an uncomfortable thing to talk about politics. My mom and I have really been doing well. So yeah, it's always going to be a very touchy subject. And it is with many members of my family.
Des oncles et des tantes qui tenaient ouvertement des propos homophobes et racistes. En partant en Espagne, Vanessa a coupé les ponts.
We have a family group chat. There's 30, 40 people on there, which is insane. I went off because there were some things being said, and I was just like, it's not okay to say these things. It was very isolating to be in such a big group of people who I thought loved me. And maybe they still do, but it's conditional. I'm not choosing this. I'm not choosing to be gay. I'm not choosing to be a woman. I am.
Premier réveil à Barcelone pour Chris. Mais même à 10 000 km de chez elle, son esprit est toujours aux États-Unis. En plus de Teresa, elle est mère de 2 autres enfants, âgés de plus de 30 ans et vivant à Seattle.
I'm concerned about what's happening because, I still have adult children that live there. The longer that I'm here, the more I can distance myself from the news. But I think it's so outrageous. I don't feel like I can completely not look. It's almost like a movie. Like, what's the next plot twist?
Teresa a obtenu un visa pour l'Espagne rapidement, car elle vient y poursuivre ses études. Ce matin-là, elle doit visiter son nouveau lycée.
You'll get on the bus, and you'll put it in the machine, we'll figure that out. Can't lose that, that's got 10 rides on it.
L'adolescente de 17 ans n'a jamais pris de transport en commun seule. À San Diego, c'est sa mère qui, matin et soir, la conduisait au lycée.
And the fact that tomorrow I'm going to let her get on a bus by herself for the first time ever and just go to school. I mean, it's a little bit frightening, but it's not something I would ever even consider in the States. I think it's here.
Dans cette école internationale, les cours sont pratiqués en espagnol et en anglais.
So glad to see you. You're finally here.
Yes.
Come on. Hey, Logan. This is Logan from Ventura, California, and he is having a pre-calculus class here.
Hello, we are.
Sur les 340 élèves de l'établissement, 60 sont de nationalité américaine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be starting on Monday. So 11th grade.
Pre-cal?
No, not pre-cal.
Teresa est impatiente de découvrir sa nouvelle classe, loin de la violence qui a gâché ses dernières années de scolarité à San Diego.
Schools in the United States are locked. The gates are locked.
At my old school, we had like at least 3 police officers walking around. But our police officers walking around. We had one school shooting scare freshman year, and we went in full lockdown, and police were like knocking down doors and everything, and parents were notified, and it was crazy.
I mean, I just got emotional because it scares the hell out of me. Worse, of course, to know that I could send my daughter to school and not have her come home.
There's a reason why the doors aren't locked. There's a reason why there are police officers with guns. It's because we don't need it here. And I know that's hard to wrap your head around, and it's difficult, but soon you'll see that there's a way to live without all of that.
En faisant le choix de l'exil, beaucoup de parents américains cherchent aussi à fuir un système scolaire dans le viseur de l'administration Trump.
Yes, we have a lot of families that were set to start with us in September, and a lot of them contacted me after the elections came through and he was reelected, asking if they could come earlier.
Well, I had to give you a number, like a 40% increase in families that are trying to come from the United States.
But we've just had a lack of capacity to have more students this school year.
How lucky do you feel?
Pretty lucky. So, this is a lot different once I like the streets.
Yeah, they're like way wider.
Lorsqu'elle se promène en ville, mère et fille savourent un plaisir simple, flâner dans les rues de Barcelone.
Here, let me take your picture. That's ARTE.tv, but I don't know why it's here and not in Paris. It's like the weight is lifted off of my shoulders. It's allowing me, step by step, day by day, to distance myself from, oh God, what happened last night?
À Malaga, Sipi n'a jamais été aussi débordée.
Hola, muy buenas. Muchísimas gracias. ¿Cuándo era la última vez que tenían lluvias así aquí? ¿Hace cuánto tiempo?
Pues muchísimo, y sobre todo tanto tiempo.
Sí, es que vivo aquí, pero me fui a Francia y estaba leyendo en las noticias que 20 días seguidas.
Ces derniers mois, la chef d'entreprise passe sa vie dans les avions. Et ce week-end, c'est à Madrid qu'elle a rendez-vous.
Good to see you.
Oh, so beautiful.
I
You guys picked such a great neighborhood. That Huertas is another great one.
Hélène et Lee sont un couple de New-Yorkais. S'ils rencontrent Sipi aujourd'hui, c'est pour bénéficier de ses conseils sur la vie madrilène.
This place is really cute if you want to have some wine. Little wine bar, vinícola. Calle Lavapiés over here. There's like a whole bunch of international food stores. Okay, so you guys got to buy furniture and everything for your place. Well, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's another step in like moving internationally.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So we're coming up to my old place.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, this street, this apartment, everything is really special to me. This was actually my first apartment in Madrid where I lived alone.
10 ans plus tard, Sipi se dit toujours passionnée par son travail, mais épuisée mentalement par la situation aux États-Unis.
And sometimes it's like, I just want to focus on something positive. Like, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
In general, I think even with people who agree with you, because it's like, it's a downer.
And, you know, be part of this American dream and experiment, this democratic experiment that is America, is slowly closing down.
And to see it change so quickly, there's something so sad about that. You know, it's like, I don't know, I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, you're making me emotional.
Yeah.
Also because we're also digesting it all in real time. And so, I don't know, it's just like very shocking at the rate that things are changing.
We just happen to move at the right time. Yeah.
Everyone else is in here, so he has to like be on top of them. There's no reason for me to want to go back. I still feel American, right? I still feel like, you know, whether it's my entrepreneurial spirit or my optimism, right? My smiliness, you know how we are?
Les moments que préfère la coach, c'est lorsqu'elle rencontre enfin, en vrai, les femmes qu'elle a accompagnées en ligne.
Come on in, it's open bar, so get your drinky drink.
Ce soir-là, elles sont 25 à avoir répondu à l'invitation.
Stop it! I feel like I'm gonna cry. Oh, you're real. You're so short. Oh my God. Everybody says that. I thought you'd be taller.
Après des mois d'accompagnement, Casey Forbes quitte la Floride. Elle aussi a choisi Madrid pour un nouveau départ.
I started off wanting to live in Germany, in the Netherlands, in Italy, in Portugal. Like, I couldn't make up my mind, but Seppi, the biggest thing with her is she's helped me really just narrow it down and just give me so much clarity about, because this is not just a quick fix. This is my life. This is a life-changing moment, you know, to help me.
This big, huge, kind of daunting topic. Seppi herself is, I call her the master connector.
Taking a seat. Okay, good. Everyone's so quick. All right, we're cozy up in here. Hello, everybody. So my name is Seppi, rhymes with Peppy, as I like to say. So that's what this event is about creating a space where women like us can meet each other, to make friends. And tonight's a very special event where we're celebrating, you know, I'm celebrating how far She Here Refresh has come, but I want you all to celebrate how far you have come in your Move Abroad journey.
These events, the meetups here in Madrid, they're part of She Get Refreshed, but they are like the after, right? After you've achieved the goal that I help my clients with, this is kind of like the celebratory part, I guess.
Du côté de Barcelone, Chris s'est donné pour objectif d'apprendre au plus vite l'espagnol avec l'aide de Teresa. Trois mois après son arrivée, Vanessa poursuit sa découverte de Madrid aux côtés de nouveaux amis. À la rentrée prochaine, elle reprendra des études de psychologie. Dans 2 ans, et grâce à ses origines colombiennes, elle pourra demander la nationalité espagnole.